Alexander III of Macedon, remembered as Alexander the Great, was born in 356 BCE in Pella, the capital of Macedon. He was the son of King Philip II, a brilliant strategist who united the Greek city-states under Macedonian rule, and Queen Olympias, who instilled in him a sense of destiny and divine heritage. As a boy, Alexander was tutored by the philosopher Aristotle, who taught him philosophy, science, literature, and the love of Homer's epics. Inspired by Achilles, Alexander grew up with an unshakable belief that he was destined for greatness. At the age of 20, after the assassination of Philip II, Alexander inherited the throne. Immediately, he faced rebellion from Greek city-states, but his swift campaigns restored Macedonian dominance. Once secure at home, he launched the great expedition his father had planned, the conquest of the Persian Empire. In 334 BCE, Alexander crossed into Asia Minor with an army of about 40,000. At the Battle of Granicus, he defeated the Persians and opened the gateway to Asia. He followed with decisive victories at Issus in 333 BCE and Gaugamela in 331 BCE, where his brilliant tactics overwhelmed the massive Persian forces of King Darius III. After these triumphs, Alexander entered Babylon, Susa, and finally Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of Persia, which he dramatically burned in a symbolic act of conquest. Alexander did not stop there. He pushed eastward, campaigning through modern-day Afghanistan and into India. At the Battle of Hydaspes in 326 BCE, he faced King Porus, who commanded elephants. The fierce fight tested Alexander's army, but victory again was his. However, exhausted and longing to return home, his troops refused to march further into the Indian subcontinent. Reluctantly, Alexander turned back, leading them through the harsh deserts of Gudrosia, where many perished. More than a conqueror, Alexander also spread Greek culture across the lands he ruled, founding cities, most famously Alexandria in Egypt, that became centers of learning and trade. His empire blended Greek, Persian, Egyptian, and Indian traditions, laying the foundation for the Hellenistic Age, a time when Greek ideas and culture spread across 3 continents. In 323 BCE, at the height of his power, Alexander returned to Babylon. He was planning further campaigns, possibly against Arabia, but he suddenly fell ill and died at the age of 32. The cause of his death remains a mystery. Malaria, poisoning, or fever are all possibilities. With no clear successor, his empire fractured among his generals, known as the Diadochi. Yet Alexander's legacy endured. He is remembered not only for creating one of the largest empires in history, but also for shaping the course of civilizations. His vision of a connected world, bridging East and West, left a mark that still resonates today. Thank you for listening to this story. More short stories? Subscribe to Learn with Tales. Good night and sweet dreams.